Good day and welcome to 5-Minute Travel Tips with Veena World. There are only a few chosen things that evoke nostalgic memories of our childhood. For some, it can be a box of their favorite cereal, a TV show they loved, or a binky, a doll, or an action figure they couldn't let go of. But I bet for most of us, Disney played a massive part in shaping our childhood. From super entertaining shows to emotionally charged movies and characters, we grew up amongst the likes of Cinderella, Rapunzel, Aladdin, and Remy from Ratatouille. For every child, there was something Disney had to offer. Every child dreams of going to the place that makes dreams come alive. A magical place that makes every child feel at home. Yes, I'm talking about the charming Disneyland. Only 5 of the 11 Disney-operated theme parks worldwide are actually Disneyland. There's one which is Disneyland Anaheim, California. There's one in Paris. There's one in Florida. There's one in Tokyo. And there's one in Hong Kong. The others are Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Tokyo Disney Sea, Disney California Adventure, Epcot, and Hollywood Disney Studios located in Anaheim. If you didn't know the history behind making these parks, then you're in luck because today we are going to have a brief anecdote that inspired Walt Disney to build the park. After visiting several theme parks with his daughters in the 1930s and 1940s, Walt Disney came up with the idea for Disneyland. He initially considered building a tourist attraction next to his studio in Burbank, but quickly realized that the space was inadequate. Later in 1953, Walt purchased land in Anaheim, California, and on July 15, 1955, he opened the first Disneyland resort in Anaheim. The second theme park was constructed and opened on October 1, 1971 at Walt Disney World, which is located close to Orlando, Florida. Including the 20,000 employees of Disney and other contractors, Walt Disney World receives almost 52 million visitors annually, making it one of the busiest vacation spots on the planet. Who is not a fan of Disneyland? For kids, it's the location where everything happens, and for adults, it is a trip down memory lane. Of course, seeing your favorite characters come to life is one of the highlights. There are several Disneylands in the world, like I said earlier, and they are frequently busy with families, kids, and even grown-ups who are looking for a change of pace. Every Disneyland serves as a doorway to a fantastical world. The problem occurs when one has to decide which one of these theme parks to visit to get the best Disney experience. That's why we are here to help you choose the best Disneyland out of the lot. The first theme park, constructed by Walt Disney himself, was Disneyland in Anaheim, one of the oldest, biggest, and the most magical. This park, which opened on July 17, 1955, features 9 distinctive themed areas that require more than one day to fully visit. For the complete Disney experience, check into one of the super fun Disney resorts and hotels, and if you're pressed for time, make sure to purchase a daily pass for rides and tours. A bakery tour, Adventureland, Mickey's Toontown, and the Little Mermaid production are all recommended. Don't hesitate to board the Finding Nemo submarine. Walt Disney's Wonderful World, the original and perhaps best theme park in the world, if not the best known, started commemorating its diamond anniversary in 2015, and the happiest place on earth continues to receive millions of guests every year, 60 years after the gates first opened. And it has become even more popular with the opening of the second theme park called California Adventure. The second Disneyland that Walt Disney created is the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. The endless pleasures of Disney World can keep your kids occupied and make them happy while you enjoy a much needed spa treatment and other enjoyable services. Inside 6 unique theme parks that will exceed all your expectations. Not to be missed areas include Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. Moving on, there's also one Disneyland in Paris. Disneyland Paris is a different holiday destination located in the City of Love. When you enter the park, get ready to just be greeted by amazing Disney characters. Riding in historic vehicles and horse-drawn carriages, Main Street USA lets visitors experience 19th century America in Paris. In Fantasyland, you can find Alice and the Mad Hatter, and Sleeping Beauty also has a castle here. Take a ride on Big Thunder Mountain, one of Disney World's most popular attractions. The location is really lovely. It's a tiny island all to itself. Disneyland is the most popular attraction in Paris after the Eiffel Tower. It's interesting to see the name differences between the French and American attractions also here. For instance, the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland Paris is referred to as the Phantom Manor. Disney World undoubtedly has the size edge, but Disneyland has a lot more rides per square foot than the Florida park. Within the main Disneyland park are attractions like Star Tours and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So as per our research, a lot of people feel the original Disneyland in California is the one to choose over all of the others. In our opinion, if you're going to Paris, if you're going to Tokyo, if you're going to Hong Kong, or if you're going to California, or if you're going to Florida, you should definitely visit the Disneyland in that city. Because one Disneyland, in my opinion, is just not enough. So this was which Disneyland is the best. The answer is subjective, but we say visit all of them. Thank you for listening to 5 Minute Travel Tips with Veena World. See you next time. This is Neil Patil signing off.